What up, YouTube? MGold40 here, bringing you guys a very special pack opening. It's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zale deck, Darkworld edition. So as you guys see here, we got all this fun, fancy stuff. But before I can unveil this, I have to give a special shout out to my friend, Team Yugi's for Jesus. I've talked to him a few times. Very big fan of mine. He's looking to become a successful Yugi tuber. So, like I said, guys, go check him out up here in annotation land. And he's a good guy, so check him out. Show him a little love. And from what I understand, he's gonna have some good videos coming up here soon. So, let's get into the Darkworld deck. Raw, Grafka says. So, alright, there's a few basic things that we get with the deck, as always. We get special, awesome special Zale edition of the rulebook, which ours probably won't have the Zale on it. And the priority ruling is, I think, still in here. Look, it's Kyle Curry with his little fan paddle. Yeah, everything's in here. Rituals still, fusions, synchros. They haven't forgot about synchros. But before that, there's the overlay. All that fun, fancy stuff. So there's that. And we still get the little recommended edition of this. So it talks about Golden Apple, Forbidden Chalice, good card, just all kinds of stuff like that. And then it tells you the combos of the Darkworld deck. So, and then, as always, we get a pretty cool playmat. I guess Graphica's on the left this time. Everything else has always been on the right. But okay, Konami. Way too weird me out like that. So, that's all the free inserts you get. And then we get into the contents of the deck itself, okay? So, we're going to start with Graphica, okay. You can basically only... You can special summon this card by returning one Darkworld monster you control to your hand. So, pretty basic. And if this card is discarded from your hand to the graveyard, you select one card your opponent controls and destroy it. So, pretty basic. It's basically a Kuhaki or a Gren on discard. So, and then if it's discarded by your opponent's card effect, you can select one random card in your opponent's hand, look at it. If it's a monster, you can special summon that monster to your side of the field. So, I mean, he has good effects, but the main thing you're going to do is just reuse this guy like a Machiner's Fortress on crack. So, next up is Snow. Basically, when this guy is discarded from your hand by a card effect, you can search your deck for any Darkworld card. So, I'm pretty sure that also includes Gateway. So, and then the last effect is if it's discarded by your opponent, you can special summon a monster from your opponent's graveyard and face up defense position. So, pretty basic. And now we get to... I'm going to call this guy Celery. Because I can. If this card is discarded from your hand to the graveyard, you can special summon this card to your opponent's side of the field. So, you summon it to your opponent's side of the field in defense mode, okay? And then when it gets over there, it forces you, the player that summoned this guy to your opponent's field, to discard a card. But now that this card's controlled by your opponent, you get the even deadlier effects of your Darkworld cards. So, the thing with this guy that I don't really like is he's a -1 for, well, not really a -1, but like I just don't like the fact that he doesn't provide any other effect. And he forces you to play Rainbow, which I'm not a big fan of. So, now for the OCG reprints. Scar, Kuhaki, or Gren, whichever guy this is. I think that's Gren, because he's green. Brow, this was pretty obvious. Beige, of the terribleness. Braun isn't my favorite Darkworld guy. There's Broken Silva, I'll show you the good artwork with him in a little bit. Gold, Skittles. Whoever the hell this guy is. Darkness Neosphere, I think. Belial. Trigo. We may or may not get this. 2 Giant Germs. 1 Darkness Necrophater. 1 Sangane. 1 Grave Guy. And 1 Battle Fader. Okay, now we get to that field spell card that everybody's raving about. So all your face-up Fiend type monsters gain 300 attack. Cute? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, once per turn you can remove 1 demon type monster from your graveyard. to discard one demon type monster from your hand to draw one card. Okay? So, seems decent, and I'm pretty sure you get the effect of the Darkworld guys with this, because this is a Darkworld card, and it's Fabled support, so. Darkworld Lightning, this card has some bad rulings on it, so don't play it. Gateway to the Darkworld, or Gate of the Darkworld. I don't know which one this is anymore. Especially someone's a Darkworld guy, that's all I know. Dealings, the basic soul of the deck. Recurring Nightmare, we just got this in gold as a common, unfortunately. Common Allure, oh boy, another one. Card Destruction, best card for Darkworlds ever created. United We Stand, Terramorphing. And then we get to the best artwork of Silva that you've ever seen in your life. He's just all angry. So each player selects 2 cards in their hand, and then discards them. Afterwards, both players draw 2 cards from the deck. But your opponent can negate this effect by discarding 1 card. So it's either a plus or an even. And I mean, Silva's gonna kick some ass. So it becomes a plus or an even, unfortunately. So it's just one of those things. Like, it's a good card, but we only got 5 new cards in this deck. So I don't know what they were thinking. And then there's that card. I don't know what that does. Common Deck Devi. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I don't know why they commoned this, even though it was a super, but once again, it's for the deck. 1 Mon Crush, 1 Transmigro, 1 Escape from the DD, and then Dark Bribosaurus. So there's my video on the Darkworld deck. I'm probably going to tier 1 this, or attempt to tier 1 this eventually in a video in the future. So we'll see what happens. That's everything for this particular deck. If you have any questions, leave a comment downstairs. And make sure you guys take out Team Yugioh's for Jesus all the way up here, right here, or right here, or right here, or right here, just to piss you guys off. So, like I said, guys, let me know what you guys think are going to happen to this deck downstairs. And I'm curious to see what you guys think is going to happen when they import this finally to the TCG. So, I guess that's everything for now, guys. Pieces of Skittles. Hope you enjoyed that video that you just watched, and if you're looking for some cheap cards, check out my budget binder up here on the left, and check out my last Reinnovating the Gadget segment up here on the right. And I hope you enjoy my videos, and remember to rate them 5 stars.